What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and I'm proud to finally be bringing you what I think is going to be my favorite, or personal favorite, tips and tricks commentary. And this is the gun that I have by far the most experience with. 2 games after this, I prestige it for the second time, finally got my emblem. I'm also at 99 headshots as I do this commentary, so I'm on my way to gold. But let's talk about the SMR, because there's some great stuff you need to know about it. Now, the statistics at the bottom, take them with a grain of salt, because it's a semi-auto rifle, so a lot of them don't really mean too much. For instance, fire rate, it's capped at somewhere in between 600 and 700. There's not a consistent way to figure it out. But I can tell you that if you have a fast trigger finger like me, then you're going to break the fire rate limit. And if you have a slow trigger finger, this gun, you'll have no problem with it whatsoever. So it's really a great gun to use. In this particular case, I'm using it with full auto, and I'm going to talk about that later. But let's talk about the base SMR, the regular semi-auto version. And I think there's only a few ways to really look at it. The first of which is basically accepting the fact that the SMR essentially is the unscoped semi-auto sniper rifle. You have the ballista for the bolt action ones. You can unscope it. This is essentially the SVU without a scope. It's got very, very long range, to the point where without a silencer you pretty much never get 3-shot kills unless you're shooting through walls. It's got a fairly equal fire rate cap to that of the SVU. It doesn't really have any idle sway. At least I haven't noticed any. I haven't really thought about it. I don't think it really does, but it's just a really great weapon, and it's by far my favorite. So let me tell you what I think is best. As far as attachments, there's a few ways to go. The first one I always go for is the sights. Reflex, holographic. My personal favorite on this gun is the target finder, because it has the increased zoom, and this is a long-range gun. So I would definitely recommend that. The iron sights aren't fantastic. I've been trying to get used to them so I can use other attachments, but for the most part, someone who doesn't use this gun all the time is going to want to use a reflex sight, something along those lines. If you're going to not use an attachment, the best thing to do is definitely don't use a grip. You might think it'd be a good idea, think you get a really accurate gun, but semi-auto guns are accurate. You don't need to increase the accuracy any more than you already have. So I would give the grip a miss, but you can definitely go for the reflex sight or any of the other sights. ACOG is pretty good too. Or you can go for fast mags, or both. Because the gun has a fairly slow reload and a fairly low amount of ammo. And for most people that use semi-auto rifles, because not many do, you do fire it fairly quickly. So you will run out of ammo pretty quickly, and you have to pick up guns often, or at least in my case you do. But so fast mags becomes actually a pretty viable option. Now I think one of the absolute best attachments though for this particular gun is the silencer, because it has such a massive range. There's really nothing that compares to it that actually has damage drop off in this game. The silencer really hasn't had a noticeable effect when I've been using it, and that is a really, really good thing to take advantage of. It means that you can actually do traffic flow, whereas most of the times in this game you'll just get flanked. So this gun is great for holding down a position. It's great for long-range engagements. It's great for maps like this. Even though I'm in a fairly close-range spot, it's generally a medium-range gunfight, so it works out in my favor. I start off 13 and 15. I end with in the second half of this game I go 18 and 2. So that's why I'm posting it. Now, so you have all that great stuff about this rifle, and it goes really well with pretty much any set of perks you want to do with it. But then you have a different way to use the gun, and that's with the select fire attachment. And that's what you see me using here. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite attachments with this game, because through using it, unlike rapid fire in the SMGs, it doesn't reduce the range as far as I can tell. It's not a confirmed statement, that's just a guess, because I've been using this gun a lot and I haven't noticed it, and I've been pairing it with silencer and I haven't noticed it. Select fire is great, especially for the people that want to use this gun but can't really. Now, admittedly, it does take a little while to get, so you will have to sort of pile through the semi-automatic section of this gun. However, once you get the full auto, it becomes unbelievably good. You can pair it with the laser sight and have a close-range UMP Modern Warfare 2 style kind of weapon. You can pair it with red dot. You can pair it with anything. and the select fire attachment actually becomes really good. As long as you maintain that you hold on to long range gunfights to medium range gunfights. It can do short range, but it's not fantastic. So that's basically the best way to use this gun. Red dot, select fire, silencer, all those things work. And that's about all I have to say. If you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you in my next commentary. Thank you for watching.